is Cruisin Cash, and behind me is the 2020 Jeep Cherokee. This model comes with the blackout package, which has these cool blackout wheels. All Jeeps have 7 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only one tailpipe? Come on. Let's see the trunk. You have to manually lift it.
Not used to that, huh?
There's quite a bit of space. It could probably fit me.
One cash. One cruising cash.
Yep. 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder, no turbos? It has 2 analog gauges and 1 digital gauge, and it also, you can switch to screen setup. Press OK to enter screen setup, messages, audio, stop or start, trip info, fuel economy, vehicle info, and then back to digital gauge. It has Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and navigation. Compass and settings. Yep. And then down here you can mute it. You can
It's traction control.
Traction control, and screen. You can turn the screen off. Yep. And then air conditioning. Like adjust how the AC is. That's
Your defrosters
frosters.
for your windshields.
No. Click.
You want to?
Not much of a sunroof because there is no sunroof. So for me there's a lot of room, but if you're older, probably not. Then it has a USB and Bluetooth, I think. What was it?
It's just USB.
USB. Yeah, just USB.
But it has 2 of them.
Yep, 2. Then air vents. No butt warmers. Then you can do that, obviously.
Power windows, yeah.
And then you pull this down. Just cup holders. Yep.
Want to take it for a drive?
Sure.
Well, the 2020 Jeep Cherokee, I think this is the Latitude Plus edition. Horsepower and torque.
180 horsepower and 171 pound-feet of torque.
From a 2.4 4-cylinder engine. That's not that great, but we'll see how it drives, and we'll kind of do our own little take of what we think this car really feels like. All right, here we go. So the Jeep Cherokee's now been out for a few years. Jeep introduced this car, gosh, I don't know, it's probably going on six years now. They brought this vehicle out, and I think it's done okay. It's held its own. Some of the better engines you can get in this vehicle, I think, make it a better choice. Because you can get a V6, and then, like anything else, you can get another 4-cylinder turbo, which would be a great engine choice for this car, given the size. And properly equipped, it can tow how much?
4,500 pounds.
Pretty respectable for a small vehicle like this. I think, probably put it, similar size to that of even like Mom's car, like the Audi Q5 a little bit. I think it probably competes with, like a Honda CR-V, something along those lines. And this one has a selling price of around $30,000. I don't think people are paying that. I think people are paying a lot less than that. We'll research it and find out what people are paying. The prices paid on vehicles like this, but I mean, generally speaking, it seems like a relatively competent car. But the 2.4 liter engine is really kind of sluggish. I mean, it's all it does is just make noise. I don't know if it actually goes any faster. Like, ready? Here we go. Let's hit the gas. Dang, that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
That didn't do much of anything.
Yeah.
It's like, come on now. They shouldn't even have that as a base engine option. I mean, it's kind of like the rental car engine option right now. What do you think, Cash? I mean, how's this car feel to you? I mean, we're kind of going around a little bit of turns here and there. Does it feel that confident, or is it just kind of, okay?
It's okay. It's better at turns than it is going fast.
Going in a straight line.
Yeah.
This car, I mean, I think when you get it equipped properly, it actually makes for a pretty decent vehicle. But like any vehicle, when you get it in kind of more the entry level, and this isn't not even the base model. I mean, does have some, additional options to it. It's got the blackout edition, blackout features, which makes it look a little cooler. I kind of like the color on it, the blue color. I thought that was kind of neat, especially with the black wheels on it. That made it kind of fun. And it's like a Jeep. It has its standard 7-slotted grille and all the other kind of Jeep things. There's always little Easter eggs around the car. It's like I didn't even get the chance to show you, but we'll see if we can get a shot of it. There's a little Willys Jeep up on here on the windshield.
Oh yeah.
So, but that's kind of cool. I mean, that's what Jeep does, is stuff like that to make their cars kind of cool. Okay, trying to speed up right now, and the only thing this thing is doing is making noise. My gosh, this thing is sluggish. I mean, if you could actually step up to the, go figure, again, it's the 2-liter turbo that all, small SUVs are now running. You get close to 300 horsepower. I mean, it's about 100 horsepower more from the 2-liter turbo than the 2.4 that they currently have in this vehicle. I just don't understand why that has not become the standard engine in almost every one of these vehicles. To put something that has under 200 horsepower and something this size is just isn't right. But that's in order to get the price down. I guess that's what they do.
Yeah.
But even still, the car here is still $30,000. I mean, you were going to say something, Cash?
It's the starter car.
Yeah, it's a starter car. I mean, it's exactly what it is. And I think that's a good observation. Yeah. I mean, it rides relatively decent. I mean, it's comfortable. I mean, this thing, when equipped well, can actually off-road pretty good. They do put a lot of goodies on it. And on the road, it's not terrible. But, boy, the engine's just very sluggish. And it does come standard with, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's got the 7-inch Uconnect. The interior and the finish out is okay. I mean, for what you get. The problem is that this is competing against, like we said, the Honda CR-V. It's competing competing against the the RAV4, and I think it's suffering a little bit.
Visors test. Shout out straight pipe. 3, 2, 1.
Hey!
Yay.
That's
Does do it.
one thing they do.
And it has a mirror and lights like everything else.
That's right.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about getting a Jeep Cherokee, please step up and get the bigger engine. Don't get the 2.4 liter. You want something that has more horsepower in it, and then I think you actually have the makings of a decent car. So with that said, I'm Dad, and this is
Cruisin Cash.
and we'll see you next time on
Cruisin Cash.